Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Congress is disintegrating one senior member at a time. The latest one to abandon the sinking ship is Ghulam Nabi Azad. For a man who has worked with Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, to leave the party on the day he completes 50 years with the party is definitely a sign for the Congress to read. Ghulam Nabi Azad quitting from the Congress was long time coming, but the day he chose to sever his ties reveals what it really means for the party. An immature Rahul Gandhi has demolished the existing consultative mechanism in the party was Azad's message. He minced no words when track record of the Gandhi scion and reminded the party that they have lost 39 out of the 49 assembly elections under Rahul Gandhi's leadership. Sonia Gandhi is just a figurehead and organizational election process is a farce and a sham, Ghulam Nabi Azad has said in his 5-page letter. The most scathing attack against Rahul Gandhi came halfway through his 5-page resignation letter, where Ghulam Nabi Azad not only spoke of the remote control culture that ended UPA reign at the centre, but highlighted how Rahul Gandhi called the shots despite being just a figurehead. What's even worse is Azad claiming that not just Rahul Gandhi, but his security guards and personal assistants remote controlled the party. When I spoke with Ghulam Nabi Azad this morning, he made it clear that he hadn't dumped the Congress for any other political party. He asserted that he will float his own party, which will start its journey from his home state of Jammu and Kashmir, where a local leader will head the party and then take a national shape, with him being their national face. But those close to the first family of the Congress party jumped in to call these allegations a case of sour grapes. Their instant response was to malign the man who's given 50 years, half a century to this party. Listen in.
राहुल गांधी जी अपने हिसाब से किस प्रकार मैं कांग्रेस को आगे ले जाऊं, उनकी अपनी सोच होगी। जो इन्होंने कहा आज, अभी तो मैं खुद सदमे में हूं। एक ऐसा 42 साल का जिसको सब कुछ मिला जिंदगी के अंदर, आज वो ये मैसेज दे रहे हैं जैसे कि जो मेरी समझ के परे हैं।
Entire Congress party organization is engaged in confronting, combating, fighting the BJP. It's most unfortunate, most regrettable that at this point of time we have had to read this letter.
It is like a pot calling kettle black. And who were in the helm of affairs in the Congress party for almost 5 decades.
Today suddenly he becomes holier than thou. This is the man whose remote control is with Mr. Narendra Modi. We all saw how Mr. Modi shed tears for the first and perhaps the last time in his life for Ghulam Nabi Azad.
This very sycophancy of the coterie has driven the G23 away from the party. Many of them have openly voiced their concerns for over 2 years now, but unfortunately there has been no consensus on how to resolve these issues. More often than not, the party has outrightly dismissed them. How can you find a solution when you don't even acknowledge the existence of a problem? Listen in to those who were once pillars of the party but now have revolted against the Darbaris.
If you read the Ghulam Nabi Azad letter and the letter I wrote in 2015, you will get lot of similarity. Everybody knows that Rahul Gandhi is an immature, whimsical and unpredictable leader. As a result, what happened? The people who were loyal to the party or who are loyal to the party, they are deserting one by one.
This situation was entirely avoidable, considering the fact that there have been many serious discussions. The understanding was not honored.
The Indian National Congress decision-making body is now coterie heavy. cabal heavy and not well-meaning leaders heavy. The well-meaning leaders, people who give their blood and sweat, selflessly work for the Congress party, are being in a very systematic and a sinister manner being elbowed out of the party.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the legitimate question on the news hour. Is Rahul Gandhi remote controlling Congress ruin?